everyone. My name is Deneen White, and I am the host of the VIP Ignite Live podcast. And I am so excited to have Leslie Pena on the show today. Hi, Leslie. How are you?
Hi, Deneen. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I am so amazing. I'm so much better now that I'm talking to you.
Awesome.
So, Leslie, you have had quite a journey in the entertainment industry. So let's talk first about, before you started working with VIP Ignite, what were you trying to do and what obstacles did you come upon?
Before I met VIP, I was in the artist business. When I say that, artistry consists of many different levels of different adventures. So I dance, I would do plays, I would do performances for my neighborhood. I modeled a lot, and I was on a path that I thought I knew. I had the right people behind me, and I thought I knew I was going to be somewhere quickly and in a fast-paced time, but that didn't happen. So I was around people who never allowed me to grow and wasn't doing things in my best interest. So I was doing things that was not really doing things, you know what I mean? And I didn't have the right people behind me until I found VIP, which was the most amazing thing because I was able to see exactly what I was, where I was on my way to. And that was a life of living in my artistry and performing in my best light and growing and learning. And I got that through meeting VIP. So which entails, it gave me the right tools to succeed in this industry, in this craft.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are struggling before they start working with us. They struggle, like we like to call it sharpening crayons. Like you're doing a lot of different things, or moving like your mashed potatoes around the plate. So you're doing a lot of things that feels like you're making progress because you're so busy, but you're not having forward progress. You're just going around in circles. So
Right.
What is different about VIP Ignite versus the other people that you were working with before?
VIP Ignite provides the back industry information you need. They provide the knowledge on what is true about the industry. They bring people that you can network with beyond your beliefs that have been doing the work already, who have made an impact in this industry. So the difference is a system. It takes a system, and it takes a group of people that are doing the actual work and putting forth the effort to bring out artists from all over the world and make sure they shine. And VIP Ignite allows that, and allows me to do that here with them. And that is the difference. I wasn't getting any of that where I was before. And you know, you learn from your past because your past makes your present. Yeah. Little things that you learned in the past that you made mistakes on, you can recreate in the future and make better. So VIP allowed that for me, and I'm humbled by them.
That's awesome. I love that because I think a lot of people, again, you feel like you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And there's a term for that. It's called unconsciously incompetent, which means that you don't know what you don't know until you know it. Right. And I feel like I talked to so many people that go through that. And for me, it's so frustrating because I like to see people succeed, and I like to see, like, really be on people's, I'm the biggest cheerleader, as you know. And yeah. So I get so frustrated. I get so frustrated on behalf of people because it's like what, like, why are people doing this? But not only do we encourage you, we also have hard conversations, and you and I have definitely had a couple hard conversations. Yes. And the thing I have to commend you with is that you've grown from each and every one of them. And I love that so much. Let's talk.
Thank you.
No, thank you for being coachable, because I think one of the indicators of success, and not only in the entertainment industry, but in life in general, is being coachable. Because like you spoke about some of the people that you work with, like you work with 50 Cent's acting coach. You've worked with Bobby Finaro, who was on The Sopranos. You've worked with Mark Schoenfeld, who Pitchman of Hollywood. I mean, he works with people like Hugh Jackman. He's working on a huge project in Beverly Hills in LA right now. And you've soaked up so much information. So
I've worked with Alicia Joy Powell.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
from Orange is the New Black, amongst many other great things. I mean, these are icons. And if you're going to do it right, you got to do it and be in the leadership of people who's been doing it big. You know, these are icons.
Yeah. And yeah, you definitely do. I mean, Alicia Joy Powell is also in Judas and the Black Messiah, which was nominated for an Oscar last year, which was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you're also someone who shows up. And this is something too, I think a lot of times people, we don't joke about this, we talk about this too, because sometimes people say that they want success, they say that they want relationships, but they're waiting for those people to like knock on their door. And you show up, Leslie. Like, one thing I could say, like, you show up no matter what, and you always show up with excellence. So can you talk about a time that you really showed up for yourself that changed your life?
I think the minute that I put down the bullshit, that I knew what I didn't know, and I trusted in myself to invest in my life and go forward with people that believed in me because I believed in me. I think that was the moment that changed my life. I said yes to opportunities that most would say no to. And I moved forward with my heart instead of having these little devils on my shoulder telling me you can't do it. Because I always knew I could. So I think the moment I said yes and found this group, wonderful family. Also, I recently went on stage to perform live. This was an exhilarating moment for me. I'm gonna tell you, I've done background work for many different TV series,
Name
and
some of them.
every
Be a name
moment,
dropper right now. Like,
I'll tell you, Poker Face was one of them. I think that every moment of my life is like a ladder to the success that I've been trying to get to every day. So Poker Face was one of the TV series that's now on Peacock.
yeah, and
Uh,
I saw so many advertisements for that during the Super Bowl. I was like, oh my gosh, hold on.
yeah.
They got sick of me. Like, Leslie's on that show. They're like, we know
Yeah.
Leslie's on that show, but it was awesome.
And that was awesome for me. And then I just recently did a live performance down in the city in New York City on a live performance in Chelsea Music Hall. And that in itself it was very exciting because I just went for it. I know that I'm capable of so much more. And I proved that to myself that day in front of, I think it was maybe 400 people in that room. And I didn't feel a bit of nervousness. I felt like I belonged. And the
Yeah.
minute I got on that stage, I shedded everything that I believe, all those disbeliefs that I had in my head,
Yeah.
even up until now, they were all gone. I proved to myself a life-changing moment for me is that you prove it to yourself. You go in there and show them what's possible for you to do and what you have been working so hard for. Instead of talking about it, be about it. You've got so many tools from this group of people, VIP Ignite, all of the people that I've learned from in this group of people. I mean, it's beyond, you can't really explain it. It's just amazing. So those were moments that I felt were very life-changing for me, very much so.
That's amazing. And I love that you told me a little bit about the story of when you went on stage and you were like, okay, you know what? I've got nothing to lose here. But the thing I love too, Leslie, is that you were prepared because you get rewarded in public for what you do in private. And if you were someone who just like sat at home watching Netflix, chilling out, and then you walked on that stage, you would have had nothing to show for it. But because you've been preparing so much, and I've seen your studio, like you sent me pictures of your studio, your setup, you're always working on something.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people always like to talk about overnight successes. Well, you know what? You're an overnight success of someone that's worked 24/7 for the last couple of years. So when you got on stage, you were ready, and that's awesome. So can we celebrate? Like, can you like, and I know you did this a little bit, but I really want you to celebrate yourself because like I got a call from one of the judges. He's like, hey, this person just killed it. Leslie Payne just killed it. I was like, of course she did. Of course she did.
Thank you.
So that's awesome. I love that so
Thank you
much.
very much. I really give myself a pat on the back. I feel good. It's a transition, a big growth for me from where I started to
Yeah.
now. It's an amazing experience. I've done the work, and so now I can pat myself on the back. I have so much more to go, so much more learning to get
Yeah.
to intake, and so much more to do. It just I can see it very clearly, and I'm ready to grab. Continue
We
on.
can't wait for you to grab that amount of success. I mean, it's just, again, like if the keys to success are showing up for yourself, doing the work. Like no one's going to come knock on your door and force you. How many times have I ever called you to say, hey, Leslie, are you working on your monologue today? Like, have I ever called you to say that?
No.
No, because the thing is that you have to want it. And that's what you exemplify. And I love that. Something else I love about you, and I think that people need to learn, is like fail forward fast. Like sometimes you go out and you make a decision, and then it's like, okay, maybe it wasn't the right decision, but you know what? You still grow from it. And I think I talk to so many people, and I'm sure you do too, that have analysis paralysis. They're like, okay, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? And you take action, you kick butt, and we've given you the tools and resources, but at the same time, you've taken those tools and resources and put them to work. So thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right. So what's on the horizon for Leslie Pena? Like what is one big goal that you're setting for yourself that you know you're going to accomplish?
For me, a big goal would be to continue making myself proud, doing the work, booking some speaking roles that can make me shine even more. Shining my light is important. Serving others is important. Maybe uplifting other people who think they can't do it, see my growth, see my run, allows them to see themselves and be like, that girl's bold, she's fearless. I know what it takes to get there. I'm gonna follow her path. I believe that just continuous growth, allowing me to see where I can go, how far I can go. And some speaking roles would be amazing.
Well, you are
Yeah.
SAG eligible. And
Yeah.
for anyone who's listening who doesn't know what that is, in order to get in SAG-AFTRA, which is the union for actors, what you have to do is you have to pay your dues. Like 99% of the time you have to pay your dues. I spoke to someone yesterday who was like, yeah, my first show, I got my SAG card. I'm like, that is not normal. So you've been doing background extra work. So you've got your 3 waivers at least. So now you're like, okay, you know what? When the time comes, you're going to be able to pull the trigger and do it. And that's awesome. So yes, I can't wait till the first time I hear your voice coming out of my TV. It's amazing to see your beautiful face on TV, but I can't wait to hear your voice coming out of my TV.
I feel the same.
Awesome. All right, Leslie. So in conclusion, I have one question I like to ask people.
Yeah.
So if someone is watching this video right now, or they're listening to this podcast, they come across this somewhere, would you recommend that if they're sitting on the fence, like, oh, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? Would you recommend that they work with VIP Ignite? And if the answer is yes, which I sure hope it is, why should they work with us?
So the answer is yes, absolutely, 100%. I know that's more than, I'll tell you why. So I'm a young lady from the Bronx, Rocky Down Bronx. And where I come from, you got to shine your light as bright as you can. If you are talented in something, in order to get there, you don't know at that time, or maybe in the time that you are in right now, until you take a leap of faith and trust in a few people that will allow you and walk beside you to watch you grow, give you the tools to allow you to grow, and believe in yourself, and they'll believe in you enough so you can continue that road, because it's a bumpy one. And in order to get there, you need a team. VIP is a team of excellence, and they bring excellence with them. It's proven in their work. You can just Google them. You can do your work like I did before I joined, and success tells the story. If you watch the trail of success and you follow the trail of success, you too shall be successful. So I do, by all my heart, recommend VIP Ignite. I am the living proof of it. And that's it. Like, you got to trust yourself and jump forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've come so far. I remember that first time we spoke, and you've like just blossomed so much. So thank you so much thank you for showing up for yourself, and thank you for the success you've had. And I can't wait to hear, I can't wait to hear your voice come out of my TV. So
you will.
So thank you so much for your time. I know that you're a very busy person. I just want to honor you and honor your time. So thank you so much for being here. And anyone who is listening, if you want to accelerate your success like Leslie has, this is what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you subscribe to the VIP Ignite Live podcast. I'm going to be interviewing people just like Leslie that have from all backgrounds that have had success because they've trusted in themselves. So make sure you hit subscribe to the VIP Ignite Live podcast. Also follow us on all forms of social media because we have a lot of amazing things coming up in the next couple of months. And I want to make sure that you're in the know. So again, Leslie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Deneen.
You're
VIP
welcome.
Ignite, you rock always.
All right. Thank you.